All right, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and don't ever give up. All right, we're gonna talk today about how hard it is to start in this business. All right. By the way, we are live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I see that somebody was waiting for the live stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Who are you, my friend? Give me your name. What's going on? So, I got a message from some of you, a member of the Waiters Academy, um, asking me and telling me basically that they hate the job and it's really hard. Just barely started as in the business, and everybody treats them bad. Everybody's yelling and rushing them. A lot of stress, a lot of hardship on your body, and basically they want to quit. All right. So the person is asking me what what they're supposed to do, you know, and I understand how hard it is at the beginning in our job. I remember my days, and I had a really tough job. My first job was on a cruise line, and basically no experience. I lied on my CV. No experience, no English, proper English, and my restaurant manager just hated my guts, um, and made my life real miserable. All right, so I completely understand what it means to be a new waiter, a new waitress. It's absolutely hard, but it's like everything else in life, guys. All right. Hey, Bettina, good morning. You should be sleeping, Bettina. I don't know what time is in Georgia right now. I don't know what time is it right now here, actually. But I'm sure it's a pretty in the middle of the night. It's like everything else in life. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Achieving success in any job or any project is not easy because you have to learn new things, and you have to build yourself. You have to build your knowledge, your skills, you build your confidence. And once you achieve that, you build your confidence, you build your skill set and knowledge, then things start getting a little bit easier. All right. It's still not gonna be like easy, but it's not going to be like the beginning, like real hell. So it is a long process. It's a step by step. You gotta work on it. You need to understand that the faster you learn, the harder you work, okay, and the more you hustle, the shorter the process is gonna be from being a beginner going to the stages in our job where we can build a comfortable or a beautiful life for ourselves. The truth is that this process from starting to building the beautiful life for yourself in our job as a waiter or waitresses is much shorter than pretty much any other job. Any other job. Any other job. I cannot think of any other job that will give you a chance from an absolute beginner to become a top waiter or top waitress or become a restaurant manager in 2 years. In some cases, less than 2 years, but let's say 2 years. There is no other job that will afford you that. So the beginning is tough. And hospitality is not for everyone. It's it's not for everyone. Especially our job is not for everyone. Because once you hit the floor, you have to forget your ego. Leave your ego outside. All right? You are there to serve other people. This is not easy. It doesn't come natural for a lot of people. A lot of people just does not come natural. You need this in yourself to be willing to please and bring joy to other people's life. And this is not easy whatsoever. All right. And if you don't have it in yourself, it's not for you. So in some cases, I would say change your job. If you have tried to be a waiter or waitress and you're really having a hard time, uh, God forbid, going to panic attacks and everything like that, but we have cases like that, quit immediately. All right? It's not for you. Maybe you're not tough enough yet. All right? Maybe you have some other options, and that's why you just don't want to go through the bruising of the waiter's job, especially the beginning. Quit. If you have tried and you're not feeling comfortable and you're actually feeling really bad, go get another job and see how you're gonna fare on this job and make it, compare the two jobs. I know a lot of cases people come to the F&B, restaurant, working as waiter, waitresses. Oh, this is so tough. Oh, long hours. Oh, people are abusing me, blah, blah, blah. I quit. So they quit and they go get a job, some other job in the shops or wherever, grocery stores, whatever, some kind of job, any kind of job. All right, so now they're not making that much money. It's boring as hell because you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you just hate it again. So they come back to the F&B business again. Happen all the time. People quit one job. Oh, I hate this place. I hate this restaurant. I hate this hotel. So they quit. 6 months later, they come back because in those 6 months, they went to two different places, two different restaurants, and they see that it's even worse. So they come back. And it is what it is. But understanding that the beginning is really hard. It's hard on your mind and it's hard on your body. Just be prepared for this. Try to go through this stage without overthinking. Just try to learn as much as possible. Try to work as hard as possible. Keep your body, keep your mind in shape. Take good rest, eat good food, and try to enjoy, keep yourself motivated with these videos that we create, how to keep yourself motivated at the beginning or as an experienced waiter. And you will see, give yourself, let's say, 6 months, and things will start changing. And they will start changing very quickly, actually. A couple of weeks that you will see, you're getting into a rhythm. You start understanding what's happening better. You're not making so many mistakes. You're making friends on the floor. Not everybody is just kicking your butt. But give yourself 6 months, and if you do the right thing, really study the menu, really study the wine list, really study the service procedures and the LQA, the steps of service and everything like that, and just try to become really, 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 really good as fast as you can, man, in 6 months, you can have a completely different understanding and feeling about this job. All right? Because everybody will know you. Yeah, hard worker, learns really quickly, a team player, great. We love this guy or we love this girl. And then, everybody's attitude towards you change, and you, of course, start feeling the love. And then, of course, the guests, once you start doing a better job with the guests, they start giving you love back. So, and you start making more money. And of course, after 6 months, let's say you started as a busboy, but if you learn everything about the menu, you learn everything about the wine list, you know everybody, every service procedure, and you hustle, in 6 months, you can become a station waiter. The difference between busboy and a station waiter, money, prestige, everything. There's a huge difference. So you start making more money, you're feeling good about yourself because you made the progress, you made the leap from busboy to a front waiter, and everything starts getting much easier. So I feel your pain, and especially if you started now, a lot of people get jobs right now before Christmas because restaurants looking for extra stuff, right? This is really busy period. And you start now and you never been on your feet for 12 hours and you never been running like crazy like you're running right now and you never been talked to the way waiters and kitchen and chefs and managers talk to waiters, especially new waiters sometimes. I don't even want to say the words. And you are like in a complete shock. Whoa, I didn't know this is so hard, because your body hurts, your legs hurt, your neck hurt, your head's gonna explode. You need so much to learn. It's really tough and it's busy. And there is no time, nobody to teach you nothing. You just gotta learn, run, 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 run. And you can get really, really down on yourself and just hate the job and quit. I understand that completely. Um, but man, imagine if you can hang on and just go through this, you know, couple of weeks, and then everything goes back to normal. No so much stress, so much running and everything like that. And then, of course, you have those experience behind you, and you calm down, and everything slows down for you, and you see, I was like, oh, it's not so bad actually. You know what? I'm getting used to this thing, and yeah. But it's a process, and you gotta go through this like everything else in life. Bettina said, definitely need thick skin for this industry. Yeah, absolutely. You need a thick skin. That's very well said, Bettina. You gotta grow a thick skin, and that's why just a few minutes ago I said maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're coming from high school where everybody has to be polite. Your teacher teach you and treats you politely. You're with your family, with your friends. You don't have much experience working for someone else, and you just suddenly get a job as a waiter or waitress, and the reality hits you in the face, like smacks you in the face, and it's like, whoa, I don't want to do nothing. And then you go and you just find another job and you see that it's the same thing, and it's the next job is the same thing, and the next job is the same thing. You just don't give up. Don't give up. Give your best effort. Give yourself time. Of course, make sure that you're trying to learn as fast as you can and develop your skill. It doesn't matter what kind of job it is. You need to learn and you need to develop the skills to be good at it, so you can start feeling comfortable and everything like that. So this is about the message I got yesterday, and I hope that that resonates with a lot of young people, a lot of young waiters out there. Put your head down, work hard, learn as fast as you can. Don't pay much attention at the beginning, especially if you are a strong character. You will butt heads with a lot of people in the restaurant, all right? But once those people see that you are strong character, that you are trying to learn as fast as you can, that you are working hard and you're a team player, things will not get so, there will be not so much friction with time. It's just going to be like, instead of bumping heads, you're going to be high-fiving yourself. And mostly that's what happens with the people that you fight at most at the beginning. Later down the road, you become best friends, because strong characters butt heads at the beginning, and then eventually they start to appreciate and respect each other, and become friends. And this is not only on the job, this is generally in life. So how's your Christmas going, guys? Talk to me, because live streams are about you, about what's going on in your life. So we have enough people on the YouTube, pretty much nobody on the Facebook. But tell me, how was your Christmas? How was it? Was really busy, and did you enjoy it? Did you make good money? What was the situation? Come on, Bettina, you're already writing, so let me know, man, what's going on. Relaxing. I bet you're relaxing right now, but at this time of the night in Georgia. What time is it, man? I can't see the time here on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's like, what is it, 8 hours? So it's gotta be a midnight, a little bit after midnight, I say. Uh, all right, let's see. Come on, guys, talk to me. What's going on? What's up with you? What's going on with your job, with your life? Mark Anthony Saldariega Quinto or Quinto. It depends where you from, Mark. Thanks for being here. Doing good, but I did not sell bottle of wine. Yeah, so listen. You sell a lot of bottle of wines, Mark. Don't worry about it. It's first of all, depends on which restaurant you're working, but you have to learn, to sell wine, sell bottles. It increases your check, makes you a better tip, and impresses the guests. When you sell a nice bottle of wine to your guests, man, nothing impresses guests better than matching the wine with their food, and they just enjoy it. And they're like, "Wow, Mark, this is amazing, man. This is beautiful wine." Blah blah blah. So you have to sell. You have to learn how to sell wines. Well, Bettina says it's not midnight. It's 3 a.m. So it's already 9 o'clock here. Wow. All right. So it's 9 o'clock with me, and it's 3 o'clock where Bettina is. 3 in the morning. Go to bed, Bettina. Go to bed. Yeah. So we teach you how to sell wines. All right. It's very important. It's going to make you a lot of money if you become a really top selling waiter, and it's going to be really good for your self-esteem, for your authority in front of all the guests and in front of all the co-workers and management. So you got to learn it. But like I said, you don't expect to sell wine all the time and every time. Depends on the restaurant you're working. If you work in a fine dining, you'll be selling bottles of wine every single day, many bottles of wine every single day. So that's how it is. Hey, my friend, Axolotl goes to for a run. Yeah, man, good. I was out skiing the last couple of days because it's a beautiful weather out there, guys. You cannot imagine how beautiful it is. I should post some pictures, man. I didn't post no videos, no pictures, but it was amazing weather. And of course, I took my kid to the ski tracks, and we were skiing. So yeah, it was beautiful. Go for a run, my friend. Of course, you cannot go ski right now. It's summertime over there. I see nothing here. Bettina says slowing down for the new year. Then it's the slow season. Well, New Year is gonna be slow. I don't know. I mean, for New Year, it's gotta be really busy. Usually, between Christmas and New Year, there is no slowing down, but it depends where you are, of course, and what kind of restaurant you're working. And yes, after New Year, after like a couple of days after New Year, it's gonna get slow down for a little bit. But then it's gonna pick up again, especially if you're in a winter destination like we are here. It's gonna be busy until January 7th. Then it's gonna slow down a little bit, and then I think about middle of January, it's going to be packed, especially if the weather is like that. Man, those people will be coming from all over the world and for ski, and it's gonna be like that all the way till middle of March. So you got like 2 months, really busy season, but with the most beautiful guests in the world, right? Like I love this part of the year because the richest people come, but they're not only rich, they are people that love to ski, snowboard, enjoy winter sports, and they come to spend money. And it's like, give me more, give me more, give me more, and everybody's having fun. It's so much fun, and so much you're making a lot of money. Mark says 3 a.m. here too, USA. Yes, all right. So yeah, Bettina is in Georgia, so you're pretty much the same time zone, East Coast. Going to fine dining, sommelier certificate. Nice, man. Very good. Going to apply for fine dining in the USA. Is that important to get a sommelier certificate? Is that help to knowledge? Oh man, listen. So there is no other way, guys. All right, go get your certificate for fine dining. Go get your sommelier certificate. Junior sommelier first, and then the master sommelier. Um, Go build your leadership skills. So take a leadership class. Then just go for a management courses. You need to build yourself. This is the best way to be a bulletproof, actually, like a really bulletproof. So you're working on the job, so you're making real life experience, then you get your certificates and you're building your knowledge, and of course you're working on that knowledge, everything that you learn at those courses, and then you go and apply this at the job, and you build your skills and you build your knowledge and you build your self-esteem, and you are bulletproof. All that matters from this moment on is to find the perfect job for you. And once you have all those backings, you got the experience, you got the certificates, you got the knowledge, you got the right attitude, go get your top job, start making really good money. Because listen, let's say you're working as a waiter in a fine dining restaurant, you're making $5,000 a month. All right, because this is normal. You can work at a job as in a fine dining and make $5,000 a month. This is beautiful life already. I mean, this is beautiful life already. So you work in a fine dining restaurant. So you're not working breakfast, you're not working lunches. You open the restaurant for the evening. Let's say you go to work at 4:30. All right, the restaurant open at 6 o'clock. They call it 4:30. You are 1.5 hours setting up your station, cleaning, polishing your glasses. This is how fine dining works. Okay, you go there and you gotta set up your restaurant, your station beautifully, and you gotta prepare your side station with extra plates, extra silverware, extra polished glasses. So everything gotta be ready for the second setup. So you got 1.5 hours just relaxing, listening to some music, talking to your guests, polishing silverware, polishing glasses, getting ready. Now, 6 o'clock, they open the restaurant. Of course, nobody comes at 6 o'clock rushing the door. About 6:30, the guests are coming. You got like 3 hours really hard work, like running the floor, talking to guests, taking table after table after table. Then, those first set, they start leaving and you got to prepare for the second. So this is the stress you got on the job when you work in fine dining. 3 hours between 6:30 and 9:30. So 9:30 already the second set, the second sitting is already sitting there. You have taken care of them. They're having dinner, main courses. There is no more stress. Just enjoy. Go to table, talk to guests, engage in small talk, give them the best you can in attention, right? So the stress is over. Then you just gotta check the cash out, pay all the bills and everything like that. And they eventually around 10:30, everybody will be leaving the restaurant. Well, maybe you will have a late table, but 1 or 2 late tables, that's not a stress. So you start closing by 11:30, you're finished. All right, so you work 7 hours, let's say 4:30 till 11:30, you're done with the restaurant and you go home. You work 7 hours. In those 7 hours, let's say you made $250. All right, this is on the low end in fine dining, but it's still good money. $250. You're working 20 days a month, 22 days a month. This is $5,500. When it's a Christmas and New Year, of course, you're gonna make way more than 250. And it depends if you work in a really top restaurant, you can make every day $500. But forget it. I'm talking about like a normal fine dining restaurant, normal situation. You're making $5,000. You're going to work 7 hours a day, but out of 7 hours, 3.5 hours are actually the stressful hours. Everything else is, you're setting up tables, or you're cleaning, you're preparing your station for the next day. No stress whatsoever, just relaxing, having fun. This is the good job. This is the beautiful life, because imagine every day you go to work 4:30. Now you wake up in the morning, unless you have been partying all night, then you're not going to be able to wake up in the morning. But do you have the luxury to sleep till late in the morning, or till mid lunch or whatever, and then you get up and do whatever you want? But I'm saying is, you have the whole day for yourself. You want to go do fitness, you want to go do fishing, you want to go drink coffee with friends, you want to work on your side hustle, whatever you want to do, you have the time until 4:30 to do everything for yourself. And then you go and you make your money. And for me, this is the beautiful life. And if I got this, I don't want nothing else. I don't need nothing else. I used to live this life back in the United States, and it was the happiest time in my life. All right, trust me, it's the happiest time in my life. It is. So that's what you gotta figure out. So yes, Mark, getting a wine certificate, sommelier certificate, getting fine dining certificates, getting everything that you can get and learn in the process, and implement what you learn on a job because you are working. That's the best case scenario to build your career and get to the top jobs and start living the beautiful life. And that's not for Mark, that's for everybody else, guys. I tell you, this is the way to build a beautiful life for yourself. Whatever you are right now, do what Mark is doing. Go take classes, go take courses, learn as fast as you can, and then everything that you learn on the courses, try to implement it immediately on your job. All right, become a top seller, become an expert of handling complaints. All right, it's going to make your job much easier. Trust me, if you know how to handle complaints properly, that's going to make your job much easier. Not to mention that's going to completely put you on another level in front of all your colleagues you have in the restaurant. So good job, Mark. You're doing the right thing, man. And sommelier, you said. So once you go to a fine dining and you start working as a top waiter and everything like that, the next step is become a sommelier in the restaurant. All right. So what is sommelier doing? Sommelier is not running their own station. They go to a table, from a table to a table to a table. They talk to guests. They sell the wine. They do the wine procedure, if because you're not going to be able to do the wine procedure for all the guests, but this is your job. All right, your job is now not to rush, not to take orders, not to this. No, your job is only to take care about the wine. And sommelier is a really good profession. You can make really good money, because who has sommelier in the restaurant? Only the top restaurants hire sommelier. All right, and now you are right there with, you can build a beautiful career as a sommelier, and you can make a lot of money as a sommelier. So yeah, go for it. I don't like restaurants with sommelier, because if I'm a waiter and my restaurant has a sommelier, that means that the sommelier will take care of the wine, and me myself as a knowledgeable person about wine and being sommelier myself, I want to take care of the wine, not the sommelier. But me myself, I don't want to be a sommelier. I want to be a waiter, because it's what I enjoy. I enjoy making my guests happy. I enjoy being with the guests for the whole evening and engage with them and start making those connections. Sommelier is jumping from one table to another 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 table after table after table. I have my 4 tables in a fine dining restaurant in the United States. You work on 3 or 4 tables, and that's who I focus on. I focus on those 4 tables, and I create this personal relationship with my guests. I get to know them, they get to know me. Further down the line, I still stay in touch with so many guests that I served through the years, because we became, personal friends. And this is what I like to do. So Bettina says usually picks up around Valentine's Day. Yes, 2 weeks of slow time, then St. Patrick Day, and then it's running fast until the holidays. All right, Bettina, so you have a time to chill and relax. Alan says, can you help us with some advice on how to deal with guests that, let's say, need a lot of attention, like families or large parties, for example? So I have a tutorial, on the blog page of the Weights Academy, how to deal with large groups. All right. I will just go really quickly about the large groups right now because it's very important. While you're serving large groups, and let's say you're taking the order now, right? You go to the table. It's a table of 20, or you have 3 tables of 7, together, and you're taking the order, and somebody says, "Excuse me, can you give me a beer real quickly?" Sir, I will love to give you a beer when I finish with taking the order. You gotta understand that you cannot break your flow just to accommodate one guest, because now if you stop your taking the order, you go get the beer for this man, what's going to happen? 20 other guests will be sitting there waiting on you to bring, to take the food order, to order it, so bring it. And so that's not a good way to react. Anybody wants something, you tell them, yes sir, one beer. As soon as I'm finished with the order, I will get you the beer. That's how it works. So there are some guests that require a lot of attention, all right? And there are some guests that love to talk to waiters and just talking sweetly and so on and so. So you need to understand how to keep your distance from those guests, but at the same time, you still need to be polite and you need to give them some attention. So let's say somebody is asking for this and asking for that. You understand, you take a second to listen. All right, let's say a guest is asking for extra sauce, right? Yes, ma'am, extra sauce for you. You take a second and you check with everybody else on the table. Anybody maybe extra sauce for your salads? Maybe they have the same dish or whatever, or I can do anything else for you. Make sure that you combine the task, because it's very possible that as soon as you bring the sauce, somebody else that has not been paying attention, I want also extra sauce for my salad. Now you got to go back to the kitchen. So always don't try to avoid them. Don't try to rush them. Pay attention. Yes, absolutely, man. Just give me 1 second. Excuse me. The lady will ask him for more sauce. Would you like to have also a little bit more sauce, extra sauce for your salad, or whatever the case might be? Make sure the whole table understands that you are going to the kitchen to bring something extra, and if they want something, well, now if you see that somebody is just abusing your time, let's say you did that, okay, but nobody said no, nothing, and you brought the sauce, and now they, okay, well, I will take sauce. I will do that for you, sir. Just give me 1 second because I have a situation on table 5. I'll be back with the sauce when I handle that. And that's it. If they complain or something like that, hey, you did your job, okay? You did everything perfect, everything the way you should be doing it. And you have priorities. So if somebody did not order sauce but then change their mind and they order sauce, now they have to wait, and that's it. But just be polite, be attentive, all right? And make sure that everything that you do, everybody on the table understands, and they don't bother you for the same thing once you have brought whatever you bring into the table. Yeah, but listen, those guys that need more attention, just give them more attention. Attention in the meaning of you giving them your attention right there on the few seconds that you spend with them doesn't mean that you spend there 5 minutes just listening to them and talking, because they might be talking all night long, but you have more tables. So you just say, excuse me, man, I understand. Give me just 1 second because I need to attend something on table 5. And that's it. Step back, go over there, take care of table 5, come back. How is everything? Blah, blah, blah. Give them a couple more seconds when you have time, when you find time for a few seconds more. And then just again, I need to do this. Just excuse yourself, back up, go do your job. Listen, guys, this is a thing that you will get better and better with the job. But it's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that, Alan. Andrew Tate, beta male brookie. All right, Andrew Tate, top G. Mark Anthony says, what restaurant did you work before in USA? Are you still working now in hospitality? So I work in many restaurants in the United States, but when I was on the East Coast in Florida, I used to work in Jason Beach. It was the top restaurant, and it's still there. It's Pietro on the Ocean. You can check it out. Pietro's on the Ocean. Pietro Valentini was back in the day. He was a general manager in the restaurant, and he's a guy that worked 20 years for Ritz-Carlton and opened new restaurants, new concepts for Ritz-Carlton all over the world. So he was amazing man. He is still amazing man. Now he's a little bit older than back in the days, but amazing guy. And this restaurant was like top. Of course, it was not my first restaurant. Before that, I worked for a little family restaurant. I worked for a yacht and golf club, Ballantrae Yacht and Golf Club in Port St. Lucie. A beautiful place, really top place again. And then I moved to Vegas, and in Vegas I worked for Lombardis. That was in the Planet Hollywood on the Strip in Las Vegas. Lombardis, I moved to Grand Lux at the Venetian. I worked there, and then I moved to working for the Venetian banquets. So yeah, pretty much there was something between. Yeah, I work at fine. I was working at my first job in Vegas was Holiday Inn breakfast waiter somewhere or away from the Strip, because it was really hard to get a job on the Strip at the beginning. But then Aladdin opened, and they hired 10,000 people. So I had a look, and I got a job there, and I started working on the Strip. Once you start working on the Strip, you pretty much you're all set. All right, so that's good. But yeah, that was it. I spent time in Florida and Las Vegas. No one. Bettina, switch accounts, suspect a troll. Bettina, switched accounts, suspect a troll. I don't know what that means. No one. You mean okay. You are Bettina. Okay, so you switched accounts. All right, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. Trolls are good. I love trolls. Trolls are good, guys. You know, when you're doing something on social media, there will be trolls. But once you get troll, that means that you're doing a good job. So trolls are good. I like trolls. I don't worry about that. As long as it's not something that is abusive to the members of the chat, it's all good. Mark Anthony, I am a waiter. I like to work in top places in future. What certificate should I get first to build a solid skill as a server? I really like to talk to tables. Yeah, I just posted a series of videos about small talk. You gotta build your small talk for sure. So what you're gonna do is you gotta get a fine dining waiter certificate. So you gotta get a fine dining service course. We got this also on the Waiters Academy fine dining service course. Get your fine dining skills. All right. So when we are talking about fine dining, we're talking about polished movements. You know, how you move around the restaurant, how you gesticulate, your face, your body language. So polished movements, polished demeanor, how you approach guests, then polished language, how you talk. There is no more, guys. There is no more, well, let me check it out. No, nothing like that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Those are the, completely different language, completely different skill set. So you got to work on your service skills. How do you carry a tray? how you open a bottle of wine. All those things, you know, are extremely important for your next step, getting a fine dining job. So this is the next step for you. So if you're a waiter right now and you're doing a good job and you want to build your career and get to the fine dining, that's the first step you need to do. Get a certificate in fine dining service, learn the skills, learn the knowledge, learn the language, and then of course you can continue with the junior sommelier or sommelier course and build your wine knowledge even further. Get the wine the sommelier certificate, and you're all set. From there on, all you gotta do is just get the job. And now you're not gonna get a top job right away, probably. Who knows? Maybe you will, but let's say you get a job in a fine dining, a normal fine dining restaurant or a steakhouse restaurant, and you start implementing all those skills and all those knowledge, everything that you learn on the courses, right? And from there, once you get, let's say, 6 months or 1 year experience already in fine dining, you start looking for the top restaurant in your location. Or if you're not, anchored in this location, look for a top job in a good tourist destination close to you. All right, because listen, guys. So when I moved to United States, my first job was a busboy in a small family restaurant. All right, because I went to apply for a waiter job, but the owner said, "Listen, man, you gotta learn the language properly. Then I can give you the waiter job, right?" So I was like, "Okay, let me be." I was a host and helping the waiters clean the tables and everything. So I was okay with that. I started working as a host and a busboy, and I started learning the menu. In about 6 months, I went back to him. I was like, "Listen, man, you gotta give me a time. I already know the menu and I speak much better English now, so give me a chance to be a waiter." And he was like, "All right, let's take the test, because there was a test over there to take." And I took the test with the help. I was still really pretty bad, but anyway. And he gave me the little station in the corner, just 3 tables. And I'm telling you, honestly, I was the worst waiter. All right, and they understand that. I was like, "Man, I'm making so many mistakes. The language barrier, you still don't know the menu properly. You need to learn. And I was trying, I was learning. All right, so I was working in this small station over there and not making, I think I was making like barely $50 a day tip. That was 25 years ago. But not 20, $50 a day tip was still good for me. My rent was, we were living in a luxury, close gated resort, and my rent for my room, because we share rooms with my friends, was $250. You got the gyms, you got the swimming pool, so $250 a rent, and I didn't even have a car. I was driving a bicycle to work, and but I started learning more and more and more and more. And once I saw that I am really good now and I can run other stations and I'm doing better job, immediately I was like, I'm not staying in this restaurant. Or those people gave me a chance, to be a waiter, like learn and everything. I gotta take care of myself. So I bought me a car and I started looking for a better job. And I found a job at a Ballantrae Yacht and Golf Club. And once I went to Ballantrae Yacht and Golf Club, it was like going from not to compare anything, but like, yeah, from the bottom to the pretty high level. And we start serving like top rich people, making a lot of money. I start making, back in so in this little restaurant, I was making around $1,500 a month. When I started with the Ballantrae Yacht and Golf Club, I started making double that. I started making $3,000 a month. And I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" I went and bought me a not brand new car, but Camaro, a special edition Camaro Z28 with the rooftops and everything. I was like, "Man, I'm the king now." And it was amazing. And one day, one of the barkeeper that was working with me in Ballantrae, he said, "I'm quitting, man." And I was like, "Why are you quitting, man? This job is amazing." He was like, "No, I found a better job." And there is no better job than this, dude. No, you come and visit me. Come to see this restaurant. So this fine dining restaurant that I was talking to you about, Pietro's on the Ocean. And I go there, and it's like, so it's owned by the majority shareholder of Coca-Cola. It was a $5 million restaurant. And guys, I'm talking about Florida 25 years ago. $5 million restaurant on the island, right there on the beach. It was an incredible place. It was like, I was like, what the? So, can I get a job here? And the owner, Pietro, didn't want to give me a job, the general manager. But this friend of mine helped me, Joe helped me. And Pietro was like, okay, I will give this guy a job, but you're going to work with him, okay? So if you say that he's good, you'll be one that suffers, like, don't worry about me, man, I'm good, don't worry about me. It took me a little bit of time to get used to this kind of service. That was a fine dining, from the finest dining that you can imagine. The chef is a Michelin chef star. The general manager, like I said, he's been working 20 years for Ritz-Carlton. Everything was like, we were dressed like, I mean, it was crazy, man. It took me a while to learn this style, but I was talking to the waiters. They've been working there for a while, and everybody was like, "Man, you need to learn this. Man, you're bad with this. Man, don't talk like that. Man, this. Man, what's going on?" But about few months later, let's say 3 months, 4 months, I was learning, really. I was trying to learn. 3 months later, one of the waitresses came to me and said, "Hey, man, you have become a really good waiter." It's like, "Thank you so much." And then, at this fine dining restaurant, we were making $250 every single day. And I was like, so much money in my pocket. I was making my rent in one day. My rent was $250. I was making in one day. My car rent payment was $149. All right. So you have no expenses and you're making so much money. It was crazy. It was amazing. But I went on vacation to Vegas, and I fell in love with Vegas, and I was like, I'm done. I flew back to Florida. I told Pietro, "Listen, man, I gotta go to Vegas. I need to live in Vegas. I want to live in Vegas." And packed everything in my Camaro. Not everything. I didn't have much. I have a mattress and a stereo. I put everything in my clothes. I put everything in the Camaro, and I shoot to Vegas, and everything else is history. So you gotta make your steps. You gotta make your moves. Don't settle down. Don't get in the comfort zone. Keep growing. Keep learning, and make sure that your job matching your experience and your skills. All right, because you might get a job and you are building your skills and experience, and you're there right here, but your job is right there. No, make sure that you find another job that matches your skills and even is above your skills and knowledge, so you can build more. That's how life works, guys, and that's how you build your career. Ah, man, you gotta be kidding me. Mark, you're one of my favorite places. So Fort Lauderdale, if you guys don't know what Fort Lauderdale is the little Miami Beach. Miami is top in the world. There is no better place in Miami, but Fort Lauderdale is like the little Miami. And I love this place, man. I've been there partying so much. Baja Beach Club. Back in the days in Fort Lauderdale, there was this famous club, Baja Beach Club. It was huge place. I think like 3,000 to 5,000 people inside. I'm talking about 20 years ago, all right? So I bet it's not existing no more, but maybe the place exists. Maybe it's a different name, but Baja Beach Club in Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is a beautiful place. I love Fort Lauderdale. So you are already in the paradise. You are already in the mecca of fine dining. Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Jupiter Island, Miami, South Beach. You're right there, brother. I mean, that's your move now. You just gotta learn the skills and the knowledge about fine dining, then get the sommelier and just get a nice job, and you can make a killing. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. So if you're in Fort Lauderdale, you probably know South Beach. You've been to South Beach. You know mangoes. All right. So you get a job in a like a cool place like Mango's. Mango's is a restaurant on South Beach. My favorite party place, because like when I moved to Vegas, every spring break I was flying back to Miami and Fort Lauderdale every spring break for party. Every spring break I take vacation. Although on spring break in Vegas you're making a lot of money, I didn't care about the money. I wanted to be in Miami for spring break and enjoy the spring break. So I used to party a lot there, and so you get a job at a place like this. Like it's Mango is a cult. It's like fixture there on South Beach, and you got automatic 18% tip. The bills are tremendous. People enjoying themselves tremendously. You are making a freaking bang. I knew waiters and barkeepers back when I was working in Ballantrae Yacht and Golf Club. I had some colleagues that their brothers, sisters, nephews were working already on South Beach, and they were making back in the days a night $2,000 a night. $2,000 a night. I mean, a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. And you are right there, Mark. So for you, man, listen, all you have to do is stay away from trouble. Don't screw yourself up like I did back in the days. Stay away from troubles. Get the job seriously. Build your skill set, knowledge, attitude, and just go for the top, guys. Go for the top restaurants. You will see, man. And this is a place you need to be a sommelier. This is a place, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Jupiter Island, where you need to be you gotta be a top sommelier. You really have to build your wine knowledge and skills. But you can become one of those top sommeliers, and you can have a wonderful life, the most beautiful life that you cannot even imagine right now. You got me heated up, man. Fort Lauderdale. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? So, Mark, I am on normal fine dining for 2 years. Okay, and it's really good pinpoint about the fine dining courses certificate. All right, so you're already working in a fine dining restaurant. That's absolutely great. So if you have these 2 years of experience, like I said, certificates help you get the top jobs. The certificates help you get the top jobs because people see that you're not only working, but you are trying to improve your skills, improve your knowledge. So go for the certificate, fine dining certificate, go for the sommelier certificate, and just make sure that everything that you learn on those courses, you imply immediately on the job. Become a top seller. All right. If you are working in fine dining and you said you didn't sell a wine, that's not a good thing. You need to learn on work on your selling skills. You need to become a top seller, because what restaurant managers and owners want? They want to make money. Who is making money? Top sellers. If you're a top selling waiter and you prove them, listen, man, I am the top seller in my restaurant. Nobody sells more wine and more desserts than me in my current job. All right. I know everything about wine. I'm really good at communicating with the guests. I'm amazing, excellent at small talk, and nobody can outsell me. Give me a chance, and I will show you, and I prove you I'll be in 3 months your best waiter. This is my talk when I go to any job to talk to a manager for a new job. This is what I always say, man. You just give me a chance and I'll show you. In 3 months, I'll be your top waiter. Yeah, this is how it is. But when you have the experience, you have the communication skills, and you have the certificates to back you up, man, there's nothing stopping you, my friend. Alan, can you tell us a story about the time you dealt with an insufferable coworker that ended up with a positive outcome? Man, don't we all have one of those co-workers, man? So listen, this is tough, all right? This is tough. Let me think about it. So at the beginning of my um, of my career, I was very angry young man and very explosive. I was like fighting all the time. I was in fights constantly, especially on the cruise lines. When I was working on the cruise ship, it was constant fighting. So later on, I learned how to deal with basically idiots. All right, so people that have no decency, have no basic understanding of teamwork and just like trying to bully everybody else. When I was when I become a real man, um, I was the one that bullied the bullies. I never give a chance to a bully. And if I see somebody bullying somebody else, I would just step down and take care of that, because I hate bullies. So, but you are sometimes put in a situation when you are the new guy, especially in a difficult for you situation. And I will give you the case, I will give you the situation. So I don't know if the outcome by your understanding is good, but yeah. So when I came back from the United States, I met my wife in Bulgaria, and I stay in Bulgaria, and I started working there. She was a banker. I was a waiter, then became a restaurant manager, F&B director in the hotel in my town, and on the Black Sea. And I didn't like at all Bulgaria after being so many years in the States. And one day I told her, I'm going to somewhere in West Europe. I will get a job somewhere as a waiter, and I will pull you there once I settle down. And I wasn't speaking German, but I chose Austria because Austria is a nice, socially, correct country with a lot of perks for workers. And I wanted to work in the top hotels here in Kitzbühel, but because I didn't speak German, they didn't give me a chance then. Back in the days, that's not so far away. That's what is it now? 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 11 years ago. So I got a job in a family hotel, away from tourists, away from everything, but they gave me a job without me speaking German. So I took the job, and because of my prior experience and my work in United States, and because I was working the last few years as a F&B director and restaurant manager, the owners wanted me to learn German and build myself into managing their restaurant. All right, but they had this 24 years old girl, German girl, as a restaurant manager, and she had no idea what she's doing. So she knew that I am a threat to her, about her losing her job. All right, so she hated my guts from day one. Now, Imagine a girl, 24 years old, young woman, that hates you, and she has no basic understanding of managing people, how whatsoever, running restaurant. She had no idea what the running restaurant means, and she is just this hateful person that's just trying to put everybody down, but especially the people that she knows are threat to her well-being, being a boss. You can imagine what I went through. I had waiters coming to me and asking me, why do you stand this, be, like, doing this? Because she will be like, yeah, you're lazy, you're not doing your job properly, screaming, and like, so my situation was, I need to settle down and learn German language. And to do that is, you got to have a job, right? So I am like, I don't care about this girl. All right, this is temporary. I will stay, because they sent me to school to learn German and everything like that, everything paid by them. And I was making enough money to support my family. And I was like, man, I'm not moving from this job. I don't care about this girl. I will, you know, withstand whatever it is. So she will come at the end of the evening when we were making the money. All right. Because they are paying the bills and everything. You make the money, then people give you tip. She will come to my station. We are always working two waiters on a station, and she will send me to the back to wash glasses and to take care of the side station in the back to the office. So I don't make any money. My colleague over there, he collects the money. Of course, he will say later, hey man, here, €5. We're not making so much money in tip anyway, but this was her way to just, give me the biggest BS she could. All right. So you got to understand, guys, you have your plan. What other people are trying to do to you is absolutely irrelevant. All right. Laugh in their face. All right. She was hating me even more because I would just watch her and I would just laugh at her. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Who are you talking to? I know everything. Blah, 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 blah. No, you don't know. You don't know. You don't say this. No, you don't talk like that to guests. No, you don't talk like that to waiters. No, you do not properly. And she just basically freaks out. But if you have your plan, if you have your goals, nobody can touch you. People talking, people trying to abuse you, no way. All right? Because you have to understand that those are temporary situations that you will not allow to take you off your path to success, take you off your goals. So what I did is, I did what I had to do. I learned German on the job. I learned the Austrian cuisine. I learned how everything works, right? So it comes one moment when I'm working there now 6 months, and one of the owners, one of the family, she's really pushing for me to become a restaurant manager, assistant restaurant manager to this girl, and she's fighting back like hell. So they come to me and they tell me, okay, Ned, we need to talk to you. We want to offer you something. And I was like, I knew what already, because this girl, the daughter of the owners, she already had told me. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's have the conversation. And there was no way I will accept working with this girl. I was already prepared to make my next move. I was already speaking a little bit of German, a little bit enough German to understand what they're telling me, not so much to speak back to them, but still able to do my job in German after 6 months. And I was ready to make a move. And this girl, she comes to me and she fires me. So she did me a great favor. All right, so she just couldn't stand that they are planning to give me a raise and make me a restaurant assistant restaurant manager. She comes to me and she fires me. She went to talk to the hotel director, and he gave her a permission. So she comes and she fires me. And I was like, all right, I don't like to be fired, but anyway, I am ready to make a move. And what happened is, because she fires you, you are allowed to stay 2 weeks and still live in the same place for free and eat from their food for free while you are searching for another job. So, and you are getting paid for these 2 weeks. And it was amazing because I had 2 weeks now with paid rent and food without needing to work, and I just started searching for a job. And what happened is I found a job. I moved on, and it was a 5-star hotel, the top hotel in the Austrian ski resorts here in Kitzbühel, and everything else is history. No, if you ask me if I'm working now, I have not been working for many years, but I just said on one of the last live streams that I'm planning to get a job as a busboy now, because sitting on the computer, sitting in front of the camera and all those kind of things for years now is just not good on my body. I want to work. I need to get my steps every day, but the best way to do this is get a job and work for like 2 or 3 hours a couple of days a week, and that's what I'm planning to do. But I'm not planning to get a real job. I just gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna help somebody for 2-3 hours a day just to get my movements back and start moving every single day. Like I'm doing fitness every single day, but instead of losing weight, I'm just putting weight because I'm sitting, and I hate that. You got to understand, our job has a lot of benefits, and one of those benefits is walking. Guys, you cannot imagine how beneficial to your body that is. And I know that people say, man, I'm so tired walking, my leg hurts, my back hurts. But at the end of the day, this puts years into your lifespan, this walking. I just walking like that for every day, 20,000 steps, that puts extra years into our lives. So yeah, I'm planning to do that. My God, it's been more than an hour, but it's been interesting, guys. I really appreciate you. So let me see. Where I was. Can you tell us a story? So that was Alan asking about a story. Jay, hey brother, how you doing? Right, I am Juma from Tanzania. Hey, haven't seen you in a long time, my friend. I really like training, sir. It was 21st this December after applying your small talk skills. My friend, great. I like to hear that. Like, you gotta learn on your communication skills. Small talk is what's gonna make you money and what's gonna make you a better waiter and make your life, your job actually much easier. Because once you master the small talk and you create this personal relationship with your guest, everything else on the job is so much easier. So great job. Keep applying it. Keep applying it, Juma, man. Tanzania. Mark says, thank you for your advice. I really opened my mind and being more motivated to become a better solid server. Yes, listen, man, my life changed when I actually took the job seriously. Everything before that was like, Whatever. I'm a businessman, because I always have a business on the side. And like, this is temporary, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. No. The moment I decided that I would take the job seriously, I will become the top waiter in the world, start learning, start implementing, start listening, man, everything changed. Everything for me changed. And I was like, I don't want to do nothing else, man. This is freaking amazing. I am a top waiter now. I am making so much money because when I started working banquets at the Venetian, there were days that you make $1,000 a day. There were days that I got $1,969 for the day. We were making so much money. It was crazy. Axolotl says how to navigate politics in a new job. I will tell you what I do, guys, on a new job, and and I believe that has given me a really good advantages in my life. So when I go a good new job, all right, I'm always very humble and very open-minded. I listen to people and I don't try to say, hey, no, you know who I am? Do you know what I've been working? Do you know what I've been doing? Do you know my skills? Do you know? No, none of this, none of this. I go there, I tell them, hey, man, don't look at my resume. I want you to teach me. Teach me. Where is this? How do you do this? How do you reply to this? How do you respond to this? Everything. I need to learn from the very beginning so I get a really good feeling how everything is run and I can blend with the team. I don't try to butt heads right away. There are some people, come here, you gotta do this and this and this. Yes, of course, I would do it. Show it to me. I would do it just the way you want it. Yes, and you're gonna do this after that. Yes, absolutely. I'm not scared from working. All right, I'm a hard worker. You just need to show me how to do it. All right. If you talk to me disrespectfully, I would just say, listen, man, I'm okay with you telling me what to do, how to do it, and everything like that. Just, watch your tone. Talk to me with respect because that's when I will talk to you back with respect. All right, let's respect each other. So, but this is it. I always listen, I always observe, and I always keep it quiet, and I work as hard as possible, and I try to learn as much as possible. I don't try to, show my true self at the very beginning. And I had a very very funny situation when I got this job. When I was telling you, when this girl fired me and I got this job here, this top hotel, I go over there and I do the same thing. I listen to the people, blah blah blah. And so there is this guy, Spanish waiter, and he always like, hey bro, come here, you gotta do this, this way, this side, so hey, who, who. And I just listened to him and I was like, yeah, of course, okay, I do it. And there's this other waiter. They've been working there for like 6 months together now. And he comes to me and say, hey, you know what, dude? You don't need to do everything Javier tells you, you know? And I'm just listening to this guy. I was like, yeah, of course I know, man. Don't worry about it. I'm not doing everything that he says. I'm just listening to him and that's it. I will decide if he's right or not. But it doesn't bother me. If he wants to come and show me and tell me how to do things, I can do that, no problem. Yeah, and like few weeks later, after you have learned everything and you have blended into the team, they have accepted you and you learn which character is soft, which one is strong, which one is doing right thing and which one is lazy and so on. So then you can start inserting yourself into the situation. And of course, in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, I'm the one running the show. So, and I'm the one telling them what to do and how to do it. But never at the beginning. Don't ever go there and say, hey, you know what, man, I'm coming from this place and, I am this and this. No, I am nobody. You are right there. You're the new person. You need to prove yourself. And you prove yourself by being open-minded, accepting that people will challenge you and people will want to teach you and people will push you. All right. Just calm down, do the best you can, learn as fast as you can, learn everybody's character, and then you're gonna learn how to navigate uh, uh, down the road the situation. This is all, guys. Work hard, learn fast, keep your mouth shut. All right, learn, observe, and then slowly, once you get impression of everybody, what's going on in this restaurant, you can start inserting yourself more and more. Mark says, God bless you. God bless you too, my friend. God bless you, all of you guys. Jay says, a customer told me that he liked my service more than the food. Actually, I was just, wow. You are the best, brother, and please keep going to push it out for us, sir. Hey, man, listen. Great service can make the guest experience amazing, even if the food is mediocre. But great food cannot make the experience amazing if the server is sloppy. So that's why I say to all the restaurant managers and restaurant owners in the world, it's not your food, it's your service that makes or breaks your restaurant. Yes, the food needs to be good, but if it's good, not terrible, of course, if it's good and your service is excellent, your restaurant will succeed. If your food is excellent, but you don't pay attention to your service, you will fail. That's how it is. This is proven through the years. So, great job, Jay. Keep going, my friend. Uh, keep going. And good things will happen the way you are going right now. I'm not sure if it's, different than Yuma. Maybe it's Yuma, maybe it's not Yuma. But anyway, great job. Just keep learning, just keep implementing, and you will be fine. Bettina say, gotta go. Of course you gotta go, man. Are you kidding me? 3 o'clock in the morning. It's probably already 4 o'clock in the morning. Getting more rest before a double shift. Have a good day. Thank you, Bettina. Take care. I'll see you. Axolotl says, we love you, brother. I love you back, guys. Hey, man, you cannot imagine how much I appreciate your, listen, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you got to understand, I love you guys, because just being here right now in this moment means that you are the people that will succeed in life, because you are looking for knowledge, you're looking for advice. How many people look for advice in life in general? Not so many people. Everybody thinks I know everything, man. I was one of them when I was young. I know everything. Don't tell me nothing, you know? But you being here is amazing, because that shows me that you will succeed, because you're looking for skills, you're looking for knowledge, you're looking for advice, and you have this desire, this drive inside yourself to become the top in the world waiter. So great job. Thank you so much. All right, it's been more than an hour now. I will close the live stream, but it was a nice conversation. Amazing questions from all of you guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy holidays. If I don't see you before New Year, have the most amazing New Year celebration. Make a lot of money, and I'll see you in 2025. If I don't make it with a live stream before that. Peace.